Hello everyone, Ryan here, the Psychic Medium Mentor. Good to be with you. Wailing Jennings says hello. And yes, I am sitting on the ground. I have actually, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, you probably have, I have been sitting on the ground in my office for like a long time. And it's because I donated my office furniture and I can't find any that I like. Like I can't pull the trigger. Something keeps stopping me from pulling the trigger. So anyway, on the carpet I sit. So this one gentleman's question, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit because I get asked this version of this question many times online and with my clients. And it basically, and it's coming from someone that has had a lot of education when it comes to their psychic abilities. They're wondering, okay, what can I do to make that even better? Like, is there a certain meditation that you prefer? Should I do artwork to help that? Should I do free writing? You see what he's getting at. And my answer to that is sure, yeah, all of it, right? But I think the reason he's asking and the reason I have a lot of clients ask is that they want certainty in what they're doing. So they want steps 1, 2, 3, 4. I got great psychic abilities, and it was because I did this meditation, or it was because I paint flowers, why I receive downloads, and they're perfect, right? And this is where there's not enough playing going on, okay? That playing around, it can be a magic formula for your psychic abilities. So do you need some focused education and perhaps a teacher or a mentor to help you to make that connection? Yes, it can be incredibly helpful, and it's what I do for my clients. I educate them depending on the level of education they have with their psychic abilities when they come to me. And then I do have techniques that I've created that help to make that bridge, to help make the connection, the link, right? And it sort of does go in like step 1, 2, 3, 4. I say that kind of loosely. Once you have down the basics, okay, of your connection, and whether it's with me or someone else, okay, and you've been receiving, you understand your clairvoyance, how to retrieve your clairaudience and so on, and you're being safe, okay, you have your safety around you and you're grounded and all that good stuff. A lot of people won't go play. They are just still trying to be better and better and better, and I want to know the meditation that'll do it. I want to know the book that'll do it. I don't want to mess around with 20 meditations. Tell me the meditation that makes it perfect. That doesn't exist, okay? We are also very unique, and what's going on with us energetically and vibrationally is so very unique. And our journey and what we're learning is so very unique. So there's not, there can be maybe there's a meditation I like that really helped me. Is that going to be yours? Not necessarily. You're not me, and vice versa, okay? And I noticed that people, they just really don't want to play, and playing is where your gifts can really expand and you start to learn so much about yourself. Here's what I'll say, that, for example, I'm not very good with doing mediumship readings for a long time. I get really tired. Deceased loved ones drain me. I'm not great with predictive work. However, I'm really good with present energy. Sometimes I can do predictions, but for the most part, I trust the energy of the present. That's where I shine. I don't do well with quick online tests for your clairs because I put pressure on myself and I block myself. And when I try to use my hands for healing, I don't feel heat or tingly feelings coming out of them. When I hold a crystal, as beautiful as they are, I don't feel anything. I really find that I easily communicate with angels and very high vibrational beings. So what's my point of telling you all these things? My point is that, and I have one, is that I played, and that's why I know that stuff. It wasn't necessarily because a teacher taught me. I spent so many years, and I still do this now, doing different things with my psychic abilities to see what happens. So for you, you might say to yourself, well, today I'm going to just draw circles while I connect to spirit because I saw someone online do it. Maybe it'll make me connect better, and maybe it will, and maybe it won't. And then you can go, well, that didn't do anything. Or, I'm gonna take a walk outside and see if I can speak to elementals that are out in the sunshine. And maybe you do. Maybe it doesn't go very well. But you played. You were having fun. You were trying out different things. And if you're looking for a guarantee, or you're looking for this very, very, what do I want to call it? Like, it's a very earthly thing of us to do, to be like, I want steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going to be the thing that makes it work. Instead of that, I'm going to try Reiki. Maybe I don't like it. Maybe I'm not good at it. I'm going to try to talk to some galactic beings. I can talk to my spirit guides. Why not try to talk to some galactic being? Maybe you're trying to find out why we have this parasite in our lettuce. So many different things you can do to I don't know if I like the word test yourself, but to sort of expand your gifts and see, where are their limits currently? Where did you really shine when you were doing something? What did you figure out while you were practicing this new technique? And so meditation being an example, do I think there's a meditation that benefits people more for connecting to their psychic abilities? Yes. But there's so many different kinds of meditation. Why don't you try out some different ones and see what happens? But people don't want to mess around. They want to get right to it. And, it sort of takes the joy out of it. It's why I think maybe sometimes people get frustrated when they'll ask me a lot on YouTube, what can I do to strengthen my psychic abilities? And I say practice. Or they say, how can I connect my clairvoyance? And it's like a short answer and also a very long answer, because I can tell you what exactly to do, but that might work really well for this person, but then the same formula was given for this person and they didn't do well. So why is that? It's because there's more involved than just the steps of connecting. I can't guarantee this, but I would put a lot of money behind it, okay? Just playing with different things, right? Playing with like doodling or drawing circles while you connect, or trying to connect while you're walking outside. You get my point. You'd be surprised how doing all those things can make your gifts expand. And it's because you're open, interested, and curious. That's what's making the gifts become better. It's not a certain meditation. It's not a certain technique. It's not any of those things. You grow and expand through that journey into yourself. And it's like anything. It's the energy behind what you're doing that makes it work, that makes the connection. So if your intent is, I want to be better because I want to be right. I want to be better so I can be all-knowing. I'm not saying that's why any of you are. I'm just using examples. I want to be better because I'm always ahead of myself. I'm never present. I'm never enjoying my gifts in the present. I'm on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. And boy, I'm guilty of that. And I had to learn the very hard way to knock that off. I didn't want to mess up. So I wanted to be better and right. And I was never enjoying my gifts in the moment. And I'll tell you something that happened. And I won't say this is going to happen to you. Hopefully you don't learn the hard way. Years and years ago, when I was always ahead of myself and I wanted better gifts and better gifts, my guide shut my gifts down for about 3 months. And that was a long 3 months. What I learned was that in those 3 months, I wished I had my psychic abilities back. I was able to recognize how good they were, but I didn't appreciate them. It was like they needed to be better. I was comparing myself to other people. I was really being hard on myself if I got something incorrect. And those 3 months, I was like, oh my God, if I could go back, like all of a sudden, I realized how great I was doing, but I was not enjoying it in the moment. So, my point is that also when you're playing, when you're trying different things just for fun, just to see what happens, it's making you present. But if your goal is like, well, I want to be better, I mean, not that that's exactly a bad goal to have. We all want to be better at everything we're doing, but you're not really enjoying it in the moment, and not really honoring it also. Like, I feel back then when they kindly took my gifts away for 3 months to teach me some lessons, I was kind of shitting on my gifts, and not appreciating them at the value they were at the level they were at, which was pretty freaking good. And I always think that because sometimes that energy bubbles up from time to time. We all have tendencies, and I do. And I think, remember when you lost your gifts? That was shit. So, my answer to you is play. We are meant to play in the universe, play with different things. What works for me might not work for you. But I found out what I was good at by trying different things. And I recommend all of you do that too. Once you have the basics down, go try stuff, go try anything. There is not one thing I can say that this meditation is going to do it, this technique is going to do it. We're all so very nuanced. There's too much going on with us. Um, just try things with a very curious and excited mindset, and you'd be surprised what happens.